Welcome back to Mr. Obsolete's Vintage Homesteading. Today we're going to be building a sawbuck for firewood. So we've got pieces here cut already. These are 4 feet long. You need 6 of them. You need a bevel on one end. And for the way that I have the pivot and stuff, it's about a 25-degree angle. So I've got these all marked and drilled except for these last two. So we'll drill these last two with our vintage skill drill. Still works great after all these years. So I gotta change out the bit here. Drive bit for the Phillips here. And what we're going to do, this will be 5 feet long, so we'll take one of these and we'll turn it so that this will be on the very end with the bevel, so when it's out like this it's flush with the ground. So we'll get out our bolts here. On the bolts, since the boards are 3 inches wide, this is 3.5 inches. And you use a big washer like this, it's called a fender washer. And what that does is if you put just the bolt into the pivot point and you bump it sideways, it can tear the wood and crack it at times. So with this, it spreads the stress out over a big area and keeps it from breaking out. And then the nut is a lock nut. So we'll put the head on the outside edge here. Washer here. And since we always use vintage, here's my vintage snap-on ratchet from the 30s and a vintage wrench from Sears, they're a Craftsman. Okay, well, we'll get the others done here. We'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, well, we've got these assembled. You can see that they open and close nicely. They have just enough friction on it to where it's just barely snug. So what we're going to do now, put these out here. So we've got our 5 foot long 2x4 and I've pre-drilled the holes to hold it on for 2 of the legs. So put these on. so they're square against the board here. Keep everything nice and square if we can. Put some screws in and put it together. Looks like it's nice and square still. Yeah, great. Now we've got our other mark right here. We're going to move this in, get it lined up, and I've got the board marked so it's in the same width as the board here. Double check it with a square here just to make sure. There we go. Well, you can see most of the wood I bought was new. I used the last piece of the old crappy wood that I had left from our shipping crate. So use what you have. I'll be back here in a little bit when I get ready to put the last pieces on. Okay, we're back. We're getting the last leg on here. The last piece we have here is just a support on the bottom. I've seen a lot of different ways of doing them. Some people put them diagonally. I just put mine straight across, and it seems to be works pretty good. So get these lined up here. Okay, I've got that 1 foot up. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and finish it up. Be back when we're working on the other side. Okay, well, we're back. We're just about finished. Put the last of the screws in here. There we go, ready for chopping some wood. Okay, there we have it. It's all done. I build them with a higher center point here than some. So when you have it with full of wood here, the chainsaw is just right here, so you're not bending over to cut the wood. Makes it really nice. So remember, vintage junk is best. We'll see you on the next video.